Hi, I'm right here at Eternal Light Public School. This is Jeremy.
Hi.
Jeremy from Irish Tailor. We've been having a great partnership in our growth partnership. Yeah, a big gratitude to Jeremy and his team. This has been an amazing experience this weekend here in Bangalore and Rajanukunte, where the last couple of days we've been doing such intense recording,
Yeah.
and the whole focus has been the inner wellness series.
Yes.
And what better place than to be in a school atmosphere where, this is all about school and the younger generation.
Yeah.
So, Jeremy, just help me understand, like, what's your take? I know today we had a special event, so I'm going to have you share what that event
Sure.
was today.
Yes, Vandana, firstly, thanks for coming. It was really nice to have you here and share your insights. We had a sports day, an annual sports day at the school. And, like all students, they look for activity. And, I think exercise activity is just part of growing up. And in this campus, we have, a large campus and beautiful buildings, as you can see.
Yep.
But then, having activities and recognizing it, I think was a great thing. And your speech as well, talking about what you do, was also an inspiration. So thanks.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I know you have been, in the Irish Tailor, the corporate part of it, and then the school. When you mix both kind of experiences that you receive from that corporate angle, and then when you look at this younger generation to what you're actually serving the community here, right? Yes. You're building this world here. So what's your take on that? Like, what would you like to share?
Yeah. I think life's, almost like a platform. You start building on what you know, and then you start taking on more challenges, and more challenges come their way as well. So I would say in a positive way, my skills in the corporate world have been utilized, in management, in education, in also financial, as well as, we're dealing with the young lives. So it's not just, we're dealing with adults, which are parents, who are customers. They have to trust us, just like normal, like every customer. But then we've got these children who, we are working on, we are cultivating a very nurturing environment and a safe environment mostly. And me as correspondent, owner, I'm legally obliged to make sure that everyone follows, the rules and regulations. And, so I think working in corporate has its, I would say it's structure, but schools are even more structured. So I think anyone working in the corporate world should have this experience, because that's the next step. It is one of the best challenges I've taken. Running a business as well, like Irish Tailor, is one of the most competitive sports businesses.
Yep.
But then when you have a school, it takes it to the next level. So again, it's just like a pyramid structure. You just keep on going until you hit the climax in life. So I think, it's a very rewarding experience. It's a very satisfying experience seeing students pass out, thankful for the education, thankful for the campus which they received, their best memories. And, I'm just glad to be part of it. Yeah.
Yep. So as you see, as the owner of such a wonderful educational institution, and as you see every generation that's passing out, what do you think one thing that you have noticed from the past to now? What are some of those, maybe the top 3 challenges our younger generation are having?
I would say the first thing is the mobile phone. I'm on the mobile phone most of the time because, that's what my work is all about. But now the mobile phone is infiltrating into, their studies, their academics. Parents are a bit concerned about the usage as well. They don't have any really control over it. So I think that's one of the first things, which never used to be there, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years ago. So that's one of the first things. Second thing is also vulnerability, children, underaged, people all over the world are vulnerable. So there's more pressure from all sides and lots of different influences. And I think, we are guardians of their precious minds and hearts. The third thing I would say is also pressure with, the peer pressure of academics and also the distractions which come with it. Not just mobile, but we are talking about just the peer pressure of, trying to be cool and live up to the Joneses in their level. That's something which is a bit of a challenge. It never used to be there before, but now I think it's taking a very different turn, and we just have to be mindful of children who are, we should recognize those signs and even have a school counselor. I think counseling is very important. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, you made a beautiful quote about we adults being the guardians of this younger generation.
Yeah.
But quite often, we catch ourselves being the same.
Yes.
We catch ourselves being on those screens, stepping away from what we should be actually focusing, and maybe giving more focus into what we should be doing.
Yes.
So when you pair these two together, I'm bringing this perspective because you have this beautiful experience of education as well as the corporate environment, and we are again humans, so that's about it. What are some of the changes that we as adults should be doing so that we can be those better guardians of this younger souls?
The theme for this year in our school was the year of focus. It's a very difficult one for adults as well, but I think once we start changing ourselves, we have to focus on what's ahead of us. We cannot look at what's behind us and not too far off in the distant future, but what's exactly ahead of us. Live in the now and focus on what our core responsibility is. And then once people call it different words, goals and vision, but I would say if you focus on that, then everything else would take second place. So if we adopt that in our lives, we can instill that same inspiration to children. I think they see that. So I've focused on painting these buildings and the maintenance and so many things, upgrading the infrastructure as well as the academics, and they see that. So I use those examples to say, hey, what's ahead of you are your academics. So that's very important, or your sport, or whatever is your passion in a learning environment like this.
Right. Awesome. But this has been such a wonderful experience. I don't know what to say. I'm overwhelmed right now with with everything happening. But most of all, extending that invitation for me to share a few words today in the sports day. Truly, I felt like it was some kind of an inner calling, which I think as adults, we forget that. We forget that what our children really need.
Yes.
We are so busy constructing what we want to build and our career, our paths, our family, but we forget that it's beyond our family. It's beyond. There is a community out, there is this spread of children. So thank you so much for allowing me to share a few words. That was a beautiful invitation. But I think a takeaway is, yes, we need to continuously take care of ourselves.
Yes.
Before we actually approach our younger souls.
That's right.
Yep. Do you have anything to share, Jeremy, before we
I was really pleased to have you here, and just the work you do. We go a long way back with Find Your Mesa and the work which you do, and you're just an inspiration to all of us at Irish Tailor. And having you here, from the US, visit us in such a short time. I wish it was longer, but you're welcome to come back anytime and speak into our lives. And I think it's a really good inspiration for all of us. Mindfulness was one of the key things, so really encourage people to follow your videos also. It's really nice. So thank you so much, Vandana.
Thank you, Jeremy. Of course, to conclude, I can extend all my gratitude to Irish Tailor team, Steve, Manish, everyone out there, if I have missed anyone's names, but they have imbibed that feeling of wellness. So we are not here just growing the business here, but the support that I'm receiving from them day and night, the brainstorming we do together. This is the true aspect of what a collective working is, understanding each other's needs, and we're doing it across continents.
Exactly, and time zones. And,
time zones across continents.
You've been patient with us. And
of course, all of us. It's a collective learning. So the more we treat our world with a collective feeling, the better this world is going to be.
Yes.
Thank you, Jeremy.
And we support you, and we really love what you do.
Yep.
Thanks, Vandana.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Find your Mesa. Connect mind, body, and spirit.